We hit the road for the week to head to the south coast of New South Wales. Today is day 3 and we are still a good 2 hours from the border, but because we're taking it slow and exploring some places and free camps along the way, we still have a whole other night ahead of us before we even leave the state of Victoria. We've hiked. You have to come here. This is incredible. Went swimming. Woo! Taken in all the waterfront views. Am I in the Maldives? The Maldives? Wow. And if I'm being honest, we've been pretty lucky with the conditions of the roads with our 2-wheel drive van. But yesterday we were eager to stay at this beachside campground and made our way down 12 kilometers of some pretty grueling dirt roads. This is the day of the corrugated roads. It was a push, and I'm pretty sure the only reason we made it through successfully was because the roads were so dry. But last night, the weather hit us with a bit of a surprise, and this morning we're left to pick up the pieces and hope that this doesn't put a pause on our trip. Alright, it's time for us to try and make our way out of this campsite. If you were tuning in from last week, you know that we took our 2-wheel drive van down 12 kilometers of corrugated road, and it rained all night. So that is going to make for a very interesting morning. We have waited for the rain to pass. The sun is peeking through the clouds, so we're excited to get this day started. But first, we have to get out of this campsite.
Let's go.
I hope another car doesn't come down this road.
No.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good.
I'm nervous.
We'll be right. 12 kilometers is a long way.
Alright, we have officially made it out of the campsite grounds. It was actually better than driving in yesterday, and it's so wild. We'd think that the rain helped smooth out the ground. I don't know if that's even a thing.
Leave it in the comments. Do you know, does rain help smooth corrugation out?
I don't know. I think we also got really lucky that there were no 4-wheel drives entering. We left early enough that no one had really touched the roads. I think if a bunch of 4-wheel drives were going down those roads, they would have really dug up some of those potholes. So I think it was a matter of luck, but it was actually easier and way more smoother.
So, can you get to that campsite in the rain in a 2-wheel drive? Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. We risked it and it worked out for us. I don't want to send anyone down there who gets stuck. Take it at user discretion. You get to really feel it out like we did. Our 2-wheel drive did it, so I'm really proud of you, Stan. Well done, buddy. All right, we are out of the campsite and it's officially time to start this day. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my God, I love it. Have you ever heard of creamed honey? Look at someone wrote on their mail. This is so cool.
Oh, hey, brother.
The rain is back, but we just pulled off on the side of the road, like 10 minutes up the road from the campsite is this little honey shop, and it is so cute. I had to stop. It's so cute. They've done so well just setting it up. It just has all local honey products. There's like candle beeswax. There's like actual honeycombs. They have jams in there. They have just little honey sticks. And so we went in. Where's my honey?
It's right here. Oh. Little is right. The whole thing is about 1 meter by 2 meters, square meterage. It is a shed, but it's a full little shed.
Yeah, they've really done really well. And so you walk in, it's an honor system. There's a little donation box. They even have some coins if you need change to like break a 5 or a 10 or something, or 20 or 50 or 100. Like you could spend so much money in there just getting all sorts of...
Like, there's a lot in there. Yeah. It's really cool.
It's so cute. So if you are someone that loves to just like support local small businesses and you want to just pop off on the side of the road and, you know, they have like fruit stands sometimes or all those those kind of little things. I love those kind of little things. This reminds me of when we did the Great Alpine Road and we stopped off at that little pumpkin farm, and those pumpkin seeds were literally some of the best I've ever had in my life. No, they were the best pumpkin seeds I've ever had in my life. And I just love the local taste, okay? You just can't beat it. So if you are in the area and you have not checked out Wombat Honey, we met one of the owners. He was so nice, so helpful. We didn't have any cash on us, so he actually let us transfer. Obviously, the cash is the main way to do things. So if you do come by, bring some cash so you can pick up some local honey produce.
Don't take anything. There is a wall of shame in there, and I love it. He just blasts out anyone who takes anything. It's hilarious.
I can't believe someone would go in there and do that. I can't imagine.
It's such a dog move. Oh. It's such a dog move. And I'm gonna people watch here a little bit. I'm gonna have a little gossip session. It's probably people that are like, oh, I'm so connected. I got organic honey. I got organic and locally produced honey, you know, like brag about it. But you didn't even pay for it. You stole it, mate. It's such a dog move, bro. Who steals fresh produce?
From like a family.
That's so messed up.
Go to Woolies for that, okay?
It's $6 and you stole it. What is wrong with you?
I cannot wait to try this out. Back on the road. Today we are exploring the surrounding suburbs of a river that was made famous by an Australian poem back in 1890. And if all goes to plan, tonight we will be sleeping under the stars on the banks of the iconic Snowy River. The sun was out, we made it out of our campsite, and got to support the cutest small business. Vibes were high, and the day was definitely looking up. Alright, we have made it to Lovelock Lookout, and just the sun coming out has honestly shifted my mood, because I was in a little grumpy pants this morning, okay? But the sun's out, we just pulled off into this little parking area. There's not a lot of parking. 8 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. All right, I'm not gonna sit here counting the spots, but depends on the size of them. Okay. Anyway, there's lots of beautiful trees here. The sun's coming through. I believe it's just a lookout, but it looks like there's a little walking trail to it. So it's good to stretch our legs and get moving for the day. So I'm excited. But I will say that the temperature is not as warm as yesterday. It's feeling like autumn today. It's feeling like autumn. I didn't bring enough warm clothes.
The walk so far is nice and easy. It's got a nice set of stairs going down it, and it does have serious rainforest vibes. I know that we're walking towards the coastline, but this very much feels like we're walking through a rainforest. It's all ferns on the side and bushes on the other side. Very, very rainforesty, not coastal at all.
It's really cool. I didn't expect it. I thought we would just walk straight and the lookout would be right there, but this is cool.
Look at this. This is a rainforest.
Yeah.
Oh. Vine rainforest, a protected pocket.
Again, this is giving those same vibes at the Den of Nargun. Like, it's like a protected little rainforest. It's out of nowhere. Who knew that Gippsland area had so many like rainforest vibes?
Yeah, this small. The reason it feels like a small rainforest is because it is. Apparently, these tiny vine rainforests occur along the east coast of Australia's coastline. News to me, very enchanting though.
Enchanted garden. Apparently that picture over here says it's a long-nosed bandicoot, but I don't know, if you were a 90s kid and you played Crash Bandicoot growing up, that's not what the cartoon looks like. That looks like a mouse. I thought Crash Bandicoot looks like more like a dog cat creature. Cat dog.
Crash Bandicoot looks like a dingo.
Cat dog. Alone in the world, a little cat dog. This is a long-nosed bandicoot, apparently. It's a lonely night digger. It says, this rather charming small marsupial is a loner at heart and is well known for the round conical holes it digs in search of insects and other small invertebrates. Other small invertebrates. It's a nocturnal animal, sleeping during the day and emerging at night. When active, it snuffles and sniffs about, using its sense of smell to find food. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the long-nosed bandicoot. Continue the walk.
I just thought he liked apples.
No, he eats insects.
Oh.
He eats the bugs. We should get one of those for inside the van.
Oh yeah.
Then we won't get any bugs.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't a lookout. This is the beach.
I know. What the heck?
Where's the lookout? I mean, I'm loving that we're at the beach, but
where is it? Do we still go on that track?
There ain't no lookout here. Mate, Google doesn't know where anything is anymore. Dude, we're on the beach.
That sign did not say Love Lookout, Love Lock Lookout. We're on the actual beach right now. What is happening?
Check this out. I just noticed this as we came onto the beach. Wild. Whoa. It is a full-on squid.
We're gonna see if the lookout is down this path. If not, we don't know where it is.
One thing really nice about this walk is they've put down this like rubber matting, which makes it super accessible rather than just clomping up and down on sand. Almost feels like a wheelchair might be able to do this, but it is rocky in some patches as well. Just a nice rubber walking mat resting on top of all the sand. We tried to find this lookout, but the weather's turned on us again. We're gonna have to make a mad dash back to the car before the camera gets soaked. We'll see you back at the van.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we made it. Oh, that rain just really came out of nowhere. Now that we got back and read the sign, it's like a 40-minute walk. We got like 20 minutes in and had to turn around. But I think it's going to the spot we're going to next anyway. We still have not found the Love Lock lookout, but it's still a really awesome coastal walk.
Yeah, look, you're looking for Love Lock? Don't go to where Google tells you to go. I don't know. But if you do want a really nice coastal walk like Jamie was just saying, this is one of the best ones we've walked across. Purely because it takes you along the sand on those nice rubber tracks that we all saw, but then it goes through this little like wetland area that has the coastline splashing up against the side of it. It was so unique.
Yeah,
it was
awesome.
A lovely walk.
And then as the rain started coming down and you're going back through the rainforest vibes, it felt like you were like really in some cool rainforest vibes. I was looking for the bandicoot, but we didn't find him.
Not the walk we were looking for, but the walk we needed.
Yes. I'm awake now!
A few moments later.
Like maybe 500 meters up the road from the car park, there is a tiny little sign that says lookout. And I mean tiny. So from the car park that Google takes you to, you can go on this walking trail, which goes all the way back to the car park. Do be aware, there is no signage on the walking trail that says lookout. We showed you the sign and it just talks about that rainforest walk to the left-hand side facing the car park. But if you go on the right and actually follow the road around, you'll see this little dirt path, and apparently this will take us to the lookout.
We'll see. Would you look at that? The rain stopped. That is beautiful.
Worth it?
Worth what? We didn't do anything. We pulled over. That's so cool.
It's like Great Ocean Road vibes.
Yeah. So way down there is where we found the squid.
But the Snowy River starts all the way up at Mount Kosciuszko and winds its way down the Victorian high country to end up, and if you're lucky, you might actually see a snow-bellied eagle as well.
White-bellied eagle.
And if you're lucky, you might actually see a white-bellied eagle from this spot as well.
One of my favorite road trip snacks right now is seaweed. Seaweed. I've become obsessed with snacking on seaweed. Like I used to see people snacking on seaweed and think that's so gross. I'm a seaweed girly now, okay? So don't knock it till you try it. Let me know in the comments, do you like seaweed? He eats it when we make sushi bowls for dinner, but other than that, like he won't eat it on its own. I keep trying to get him to have some, and he's like, oh, this is like, yeah. And I'm like, he loves salt, and it's such a good salty snack. Anyway, let me know. Are you a seaweed kind of person, or no? Just in sushi, or what? You love sushi.
I know, but eating it like it's a packet of chips. Just pulled up to Samson's Lookout. There's so many nice walking trails along the coastline of Marlow, and the reason that we stopped at this one is because it actually has some public bins, which we are always on the lookout for. Nice. Thanks, Marlow.
So the next spot on our list has taken us to another bumpy corrugated road that I think is a 4-wheel drive track. Is it?
I don't know. It's got the yellow signage that says track. It's marked as a track on the road. It's 5 kilometers.
I kind of really want to see it.
It's been raining today.
It says 9-minute drive. So right now we're sitting at the entrance debating, because the entrance alone is a hill. No reception, no reviews. Do we just try and see what we can do?
Let's poke our nose in.
Oh. This is nerve-wracking. You guys, we are pushing this van to its limit on this trip, okay? I don't know how I feel about it. We're going up a big hill. Shit.
Brake pads. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this. We're pulling
He's
the pin.
pulling the pin. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me get out. He's freaking out.
No, I'm not freaking out. I just know the situation I'm in and it sucks.
We tried. We gave it a red hot crack, guys. The tires hit. Yeah. You're good. Oh man. The wheels just slid. There's so much mud on the van wheels. Looks like we're not going to make it to Young Creek Falls today, but if you do have a 4-wheel drive, go check it out. It looks amazing in the photos. I would not recommend this one for 2-wheel drives. Back on the road.
We have been on quite an adventure since we decided not to go down the 4-wheel drive track. We're here at the Snowy River viewing platform in Orst. We thought we'd come down to Orst to grab a drink, have some lunch, check out some of the local artwork. The local artwork. There's a lyrebird statue. It's not there anymore.
It doesn't exist. It only exists on Google. A lot of things only exist on Google these days, apparently.
This one wasn't user error. We decided to go back and read some of the reviews on a little bit more detail, and if you sort by newest, you'll notice that it says no longer there. And it is indeed no longer there. It's just a patch of earth now. Second thing on the list was to, you know what, let's reset, let's grab a drink, search the area. There's a lovely brewery, the Sailor's Head Brewery. What's it called?
The Sailor's Grave Brewing.
Sailor's Grave Brewing, beautiful. It's closed today.
Yeah, it's only open on the weekends. It looks like a really cool vibe, so if you are passing through on the weekends, then check it out. I'm so cold. My jumper is soaked from the rain, and now it's just bringing in all the chills. So don't mind me over here trying to stay warm, okay?
One thing they can't close down is the bloody Snowy River, mate. So we came here to the Snowy River viewing platform in Orbs, and funnily enough, they nearly did close down the bloody river. The reason this viewing platform is here is because you are looking at how they have regrown all the vegetation around the area because of the decades of destruction the Snowy River faced. Number one is all the farming throughout the area that pulled back the vegetation so that the farm animals can get to it, but that stopped all of the natural ecosystem that is required for the Snowy River.
It's so wild to me, like they de-snagged the river and they put the farmland right up to the coastline and cleared it all out, thinking it would, you know, provide better river flow. It almost fully stopped the flow of the river and like killed off all this fish, taking out all the trees that provided a habitat for the fish inside. So I'm just so like shocked about the fact that like making such subtle changes that we as humans thought created such a massive effect on this river and the wildlife living here.
Second thing that nearly destroyed the river was a hydroelectro scheme that they tried to bring into the 1960s upstream. This brought down the river flow so much that it was described as just a trickle of a stream, and they have been slowly trying to reinvigorate the river's flow ever since then, which they have succeeded in doing, but according to all the information around us, there's still a bit of regrowth that needs to happen. Yeah. So it could have been no waterfall for us today, no pub for us today, no statues for us today, and if humankind had had their way, there would have been no bloody Snowy River here either today.
Yeah, and we would have nowhere to sleep tonight because we're camping on the Snowy River. All right, let's go find something to eat. Although the Sailor's Grave Brewing was not open, there is a dump point right next to it, which is a very interesting spot to put a dump point, but I am very grateful because we hate searching around for dump points everywhere, and we really need one today.
Oh, we nearly missed lunch, actually.
Did?
Yeah, we missed lunch. Yeah. We missed lunch. Let's go to the food works.
Do you want to see if they have anything?
What the hell are they going to have?
A bowl of chips?
How you going, man? We missed lunch.
The kitchen and check for you, okay?
You're good. We'll check with that.
Just check there, and if not, come back here quick and I'll run straight to the kitchen for you.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
He's getting annoyed.
I'm going back to camp after this and just sitting and looking at the river for the rest of the day. I'm done. That's 4 in a row. That's enough. Tell the kitchen we said thanks as well.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Lunch was delicious, but now we gotta stock up on some essentials. The essentials. This is his post-Parma dance. He's so annoyed that I wanted to show you guys the Ned Kelly candies.
I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed.
You need to see it. Ned Kelly. This country loves Ned Kelly. This state is obsessed with a murderer. And we found our home for tonight.
Raise that sun.
Welcome to the Snowy River campsite.
Not a campsite.
Camp overnight.
Rest stop.
Rest stop.
The Snowy River 48-hour rest stop.
That. Welcome to that. That's where we're
Yes.
sleeping tonight. And check out these views. We're gonna set up and chill out for the night because The sun is about to set in the next hour and we want to soak in having this place to ourselves. And we picked up a little treat from the grocery store that I cannot wait to try later.
Let's go.
And I know we said we were here by ourselves, but we actually found ourselves a little friend down by the dock. Hello. Alright, we are settled into camp, and I know that the brewery was closed and the afternoon kind of put a damper with things going wrong back to back to back. But we thought we'd redeem ourselves by picking up some Sailor's Graves brewery beers at the grocery store. Just because it was closed doesn't mean we're not going to try out some local beers. So let's dig in. We got a Drowned Man IPA and a Seabird Coastal Hazy Pale. Let's crack into these.
Have you got the Drowned Man?
I got the Drowned Man. Oh.
You need to say to the camera, what's dead may never die.
No thank you.
You need it's a Game of Thrones reference.
That's good for them.
You gotta give them the Game of Thrones reference.
Game of Thrones.
What's dead may never die.
Game of Thrones. Cheers. Sailor's Grave Brewing.
The
Here we
hazy
go.
IPA.
This spot is so cool.
Go on.
While the cars do keep passing, I mean, that's what you're going to get with one of these pullover. It's essentially a rest stop where you just pull over on the side of the road, but it is one of the nicest ones I've seen. There's no facilities, obviously, but look at these views. The views alone. Awesome little pullover spot. The cranes keep flying over us. It's awesome.
I love that it's a 48-hour rest stop. Obviously, the cars can be an issue. You're going to get that with a rest stop. Jamie's 100% right. Usually a rest stop is just a bit of gravel on the side of a highway, and that is it. The fact that you've got this flowing river here, and if you are fully self-contained, which you need to be to stay at this sort of rest stop, this is a wonderful spot to spend 2 days. Bring noise-cancelling headphones, though, if you are a light sleeper. Anyway. Cheers. Cheers.
This is delicious. How's yours?
Slightly fruity.
Really?
So just a hint of sweetness. It's really nice. Yeah. It's like a regular pale ale beer, but then it's got a little...
That would be amazing in summer.
Yeah, this is their summer beer. And it's got a little...
I love a hazy pale ale in the summer.
That one's a very beers beer.
Good morning. That was a surprisingly good night's sleep. I don't know if it's because we sleep next to a train line, so we're sort of used to noises, or that this road might just die down during the night. It's only just started to pick up with traffic. It's about 6 a.m. now. But that was a great night's sleep. And then when we open up the side window of the van, all we can see is this view here and the stars last night. That was a good one. Anyway, it's time to pack up camp and start another day.
So this was it. This was the Snowy River 48-hour rest stop. I really enjoyed this thing. Now, as a campsite, it's not a campsite. It is a rest stop. So there are absolutely no facilities here. There's no water. There's no drop toilet. There's not even any bins to have a fireplace here. It is literally just a pull up on the side of the road. And as long as you are fully self-contained, you can stay here for 48 hours. That means there is no tenting here. But if you are on a long drive, if you are enjoying the southern coast from Victoria to New South Wales or the other way around,
This is an amazing place to have a good night's sleep. The view there is incredible, watching the snowy river go past you. The river is alive. There was iguanas, there was fish, there was birds going by. The ground here is nice and flat. It's been raining for 2 days. The van handled it no problem. It's right off the main road. Obviously, the biggest drawback is that main road. If you are a sensitive sleeper, then bring in, sleeping headphones, sleeping plugs. But it really wasn't too bad. I don't think it's a main highway here. So, hang on, a car. That's the biggest problem. I don't think we're on a main highway here, so it has just been standard farm cars going past, no big B double trucks. So if you are a bit of a sensitive sleeper, do consider bringing some earplugs or some noise cancelling headphones, but that's about it. There's not a lot to say about the Snowy River 48-hour campsite because it's not really a campsite. It's a bit of a rest stop, but it's a nice rest stop.
Alright, it's time to get on the road and leave the Snowy River. Honestly, I didn't expect to want to do another night here.
Neither did I. I really enjoy this place. That's what I was saying when I was doing the review. I surprisingly really enjoy this place.
Alright, let's just do this. There's a helicopter. It is what it is, you guys. We gotta get on the road, okay? We can't be standing here all day filming on the side of the road.
With all the rain and things not going to plan yesterday, we didn't manage to squeeze in a cold plunge. So we're gonna try and squeeze one in today. So stick around if you want to see that.
Next week, the adventures continue with more lookouts, waterfalls, pulling out our first aid kit. Nurse Jamie's here looking for dolphins and some cold dip redemption before we spend the night at our last camp before crossing the border.
And would you be able to sleep on the side of a road with all this noise and traffic going by? Let us know down there in the comments.
Keeping in mind, we didn't really hear much of it, but it is there. All right, we are ready to hit the road for another full day of adventures. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we hope to see you tuning in to another video soon.
Bye!
Bye! Leave us a comment below and let us know what your favorite part of the video was.